everyone, welcome to my live stream. It's Friday, which means it's Chibi Friday, and I am almost done with this little Chibi Sora caricature. Yay! I think it's looking really good so far. Like, if someone didn't know what my normal Chibi caricatures ended up looking like, they might think that it's done. But no, there's still plenty to do with colored pencils, and then finally with some ink. I've got 4 different sizes of white gel ink pen here. I'm not going to use it until the very end though. So let's get started. I have my reference photo up here. Actually, I'm going to turn my monitor so that I can see it better. And actually turn this light because it's kind of in my eyes. Turn my lamps a bit. There. That's better. Okay, so I gotta set up my workspace and move these out of the way because I don't need them yet. And then this has got 4 tiers of colored pencils in it, so I need quite a bit of space. So I'll just open it like this, and then I can have 2 and then switch. Keep pulling them out, whichever colors I want. Oh dang, it's really there's hardly any room for the little chibi. Let's see. Can I squish it under here? No. There. It barely fits. I can't push this up any higher. Well, maybe if okay, it can't all be on screen, but I can scoot this over to the side. There. And then this is just my gaff tape that I use to keep it closed, because I have learned the hard way in the past that these tins of colored pencils, they have a little thingy so that they snap closed, but it's not like they're super tight, and that you drop it or something happens and then like 120 pencils or whatever this is all over the place, and then you gotta put them back in order, whatever order you like, and yeah, no more of that for me. So this will use this nice gaff tape, because you can just keep, it does leave a little bit of residue over time, but you can keep taping it and opening it and taping it and opening it, and it won't come apart. And then I have another one here on the hinge. It is now a hinge because there's a gaff tape right here. Okay, so there's not too much I want to do with colored pencils. I think the main things are on the wings. There's some, and I've left a little bit, I guess it's hard to see because it's so small. I've left a little bit by just not coloring with the marker here, but I want to define the white tips of these feathers more clearly with colored pencil. So I'll start with that. And let's see, we'll use this one. I need a sharpener. I need a more pointy tip on my colored pencil. This is the one I like to use the most with colored pencils. This General's All Art sharpener. Oops. Would help if I open the little window. You can close it and open it. Little crumbs still find their way out, but it is nicer than having no enclosure whatsoever if you're traveling or whatever. Okay, there we go. I'll just put this, put that right there. Okay, and so I'm going to just go along all of these, along the bottom edge of these feathers. And add just a little bit extra, just refining what's already there. And there's so little to do on this that I don't think it's going to take me a whole hour to finish. Oh, Satuita, hello! Oh, are you driving? Is Jenny driving? Hope you're not messaging and driving. How's it going? I'm passenger. Okay, good. No dangerous travels. Okay, I've got a... There's a little bit of shaving still on here. I got it clean. Now I'm just going to use the white one. Go over it again. Add this little... It's not that it's white. I think it's that the edge of the feather is fanned out a little bit. And then just because the pieces of feather are so teeny tiny, it just looks like it's white. But it's actually just the composition of the feather, making these ends look white like this. Or lighter than the rest, not really white. We stopped for fuel about halfway there, so you're about around Twin Falls or something. I always think of that as the halfway point. I don't know if it's literally the halfway point though. Maybe, I probably checked at some point, so maybe it is. Okay, anything else that, oh yeah, this little feather down here on the white. And then right here, some gentle, where the transition between these feathers happen. So I'm using the white colored pencil for less obvious highlights. So if the light is striking it very obviously, then that's what I'm going to use my gel pens for. But this is for like soft highlights or soft highlights is a good enough word. Satoita, do you got any good, you picked out any good travel snacks? That's one of my favorite parts of traveling, is picking out a good travel snacks. Some yummy Ruffles or something. I don't know if you're hearing Chappie is going snort. I think she's having a dream because her eyebrows are going me, 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 and her body sometimes goes boom, 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 boom. Okay, and down here, this edge of the wing here, it's got a little bit extra too. Yummy. We tried some Beyond Jerky. Now we're eating Idaho brand potato chips. Yum! I might have some potato chips after this. I didn't have time to get my, to pick something for my afternoon snack. So, even though dinner will be pretty soon after this, I might have some. I've got some potato chips. Some plain old Ruffles. So good. I had them for a snack earlier this week and I was like, oh, the salty is just so satisfying. I love salty stuff. Okay, now I'm going back to this light gray that I was using before. What is it's the warm gray. And I want to make this transition right here a little smoother. There's just like this big blank spot where it was just a single layer or maybe 2 layers of marker, but no, like, none of this motion happening. So I'm gonna try to bring it together. Okay, I need my other reference image where her head is different. Yeah. So there's a little bit of like shiny. It's not a really strong highlight, it's just a brighter patch of feathers, the way the light is hitting it. Same thing here. And here a bit too. Potatoes are so yummy in all forms. Oh, let me make sure I didn't meet any of them. My window is so small because I have so many things open today that the chat window is teeny tiny. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any other messages, but no. Yes, I agree. I love potatoes so much. It's like an Irish stereotype or whatever because of the potato famine, but I don't care. I don't care if I live up to the stereotype because it's true. They're so yummy. I love potatoes. We got the salt and vinegar flavor. Yummy. Jenny says she highly recommends the Idaho chips. Interesting. I haven't noticed a specific Idaho brand potato chips before. I do know that Idaho, or like the Idaho Potato Council, has a trademark on using the term Idaho potato. You can't just use it without permission. And I learned that when the Boise Fry Company tried to call themselves the Idaho Fry Company and they got a cease and desist or something. I was like, wow, that's surprising. So the Idaho potato thing is not just a stereotype, it's a trademark. Now I'm adding a little dark to this part and anywhere else that seems like it needs to actually be a little darker than what it already was. Or to make transitions more smooth from dark to light. And then we're going to do the same thing, but going up with bringing these two into a more smooth transition from light to dark feathers on her chest. And I'm going to go even darker down here. Bring it up to there. That's so much better. Instead of just a patch with no texture, now we've got these lines going all the way down. It just looks nicer. I've only seen them on special end caps. I never go shopping, so I'll see if Sean will keep an eye out when I run out of ruffles. I love potato chips. Oh, I just ordered some. They ran out again. I regret not ordering them when they were in stock. There's this vegan potato chip brand that makes like a sour cream and cheddar Ruffles basically, but it's obviously not called Ruffles. And they keep selling out, so I ordered their other flavors so that at least I can try them. They've got cheese pizza and super hot, or what, I can't remember what they call it, but it's like really hot one. No, they call it pyro hot. So got those coming, so I can try those. I love, like I said, I love chips. I love potato chips. Oh, Sarah! Sarah's here but muted. Roger that. Hello. I don't know if you're hearing me because I'm muted. Oh, Satowita says the texture is very feathery. Oh, that's appropriate. Because it's a bird. Feathery and potato chips. Sounds good actually. They're in a white bag with a potato on the front. Got it. Oh, and Sarah can hear me now. Hello, Sarah! Yay! I've got lots of buddies today for what may end up being a relatively short stream because there's not too much left to do on here. On this Chibi Sora, just gonna finish it up. It is nice to maybe end early once in a while on Chibi Friday and get my weekend started. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to her fringe up here. Add a little bit. That's good. Anything I want to add on the pink areas? I don't think so. I'm pretty happy with how it looks with just the marker. I mean, I'm going to add some white gel pen in a second, but as far as colored pencil goes, I'm happy with that. And so now I think the next colored pencil thing I want to do is add some green and purple to show off how Sora's feathers in the light, depending on which way she's facing, it'll look, they're like iridescent, I guess. It'll look green or purple shade on there. Fluffy little burb. Oh, Satoina, I was commenting on the feathery texture of the bird. Got ya. Got it. Got it. The chips are crunchy. Oh, Exie is here too. Hello, Exie. How are you? Wow. I am so lucky today. You guys, this is the best. I love it when I have all my people here. Oh, and Sarah says, with extra time, sketch her in evil eggy mode. Just with some little eyebrows, like. I could do that. I could do just a little, get my sketchbook out and do a little, not look at a reference or anything. I can't take a picture of her when she's like in stay away from my eggs mode. I'll just do a quick one from memory. That's a good idea if I get done way too early. Okay, what color purple do I want? I want it to stand out. So like this actually looks like the right color, but it's so dark I think it might just fade. And you know, I want it to stand out. I want it to stand out even more than it does in real life because I want it to be, because this is a caricature, so I'm enhancing different features. Maybe I'll just do this one. Of course, there's more under here. I've got 4 layers of colored pencils in this pack. I have all the colored pencils I would ever need. The only other one, maybe? Nah, it's too dark. I think this one's good. I'm gonna do this color. Sharpen it. Oh, my chat window is so small today because I have so many windows open for reference image and stuff. Sarah, that's so mean. Cute is her old self. She's still cute, even if she's a protective mama now. Exie says, I'm okay, thank you. Finished my... Oh, congratulations on finishing your exams. I hope you get good results. I can't say I'm fully satisfied with them, but we'll see if it's enough or not. I hope that it is. I hope that you will feel satisfied with your results. How about you? I hope all is fine. Yes, it is. It's going so good. Yesterday I finished my Winter Griffin illustration, and today I started like initial work on the next one. And it took all of my work time. I had an hour to work on it today, and it took all of the time to go through my old notes and like old feedback from the last time I worked on this project, and look at all my old sketches and brainstorming notes and the inked lines that I made before I scanned them in the computer and everything. And then I took new notes from the old notes so that I could reorient myself and remember what I was doing specifically, not just like, oh, I'm making animal onomatopoeia, but it was like, okay, but how? How was I doing this? Because it's been over a year since I worked on it, and I realized that I forgot a bunch of stuff. So I feel really good about that. I am all prepared and ready to get, I think what I'll start with for that is just sketching, because the animal that I'm going to be featuring this time is cow. So I'm going to just sketch a bunch of cows and look up lots of different things. See, like, what do cows look like? I would especially like if I could get some reference images of cows, like, romping around and playing and being active and cute. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good about how my illustration projects are going so far this year. Because this time last year was such a struggle. It's so different. I think a big thing is I'm not doing a side job anymore. Like I was doing Japanese tutoring at the community college here, and it was a very, very, it was so fun, but it was also draining. Like, I didn't have any energy left for focusing on my illustrations the way I wanted to, and so, like, it's totally different now. I'm just, like, making all the things. It's so good. It's what I always wanted. Sarah says, cows romp. Yes, they do. They're so cute. If you ever have a chance, you could look at, just, like, Google cows playing or cows romping, or, you know, there'd be videos, and they just go bloop, 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 or what. I don't know, this is not explaining it right, but it's, yeah, I want to capture that if I can. Of course, they'll be all chibi, because all those onomatopoeia images have been chibi images, so hopefully they would be even more cute, because they would be little adorable caricatures romping around too. I was also thinking that it would be good if, because cows like to live in herds, or, you know, they come in big groups, herds, and then, so if I had an image that was just, like, full of cows, but then it's kind of hard to play, so that's, like, just a different idea. It's like a herd of cows with lots and lots and lots of cows, like 100 cows, or, like, a few cows running around and playing. It's hard to decide what color green to do. I think I'll do this one, because it's the same deal where it's the shade that I want is too dark, and I don't think it'll stand out on this. And there are all these, and it's barely even showing up on the reference photo, so I'll just use this one. I think this one's good. Satuita, since I know what romping looks like, the sound described it pretty well. Oh, okay. Good. I can paint a picture in your mind if you already know what it looks like. So good. Yeah. That reminds me, for some reason, that I learned, I was studying Japanese earlier today, and I looked up keitai, and I was looking up keitai because keitai denwa means cell phone, but it means like handheld phone. Keitai means handheld. And then later I was resuming studying, because I do a study window in the morning and the afternoon, and then I saw other things that had come up in my search in my dictionary for keitai. Keitai means dewlap. And I was like, what is dewlap? Like, I'm learning Japanese here, and I'm like, I need an English dictionary because I don't know what the English word means. And I looked up dewlap, and the Wikipedia, there's a picture of a cow, and it's one of those cows with like a big floppy neck, like a big, like a waddle kind of thing. And then there's a picture of one of those dogs with like Fang from Harry Potter, with like a big floppy neck, and those neck flops, and it could be for humans too, like for double chin or whatever, or a waddle on a bird. That's a dewlap. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. I learned a new word from studying Japanese, learned a new word in English, and I always wondered what to call them. I always call them neck flaps on my dog. It's like her neck flaps. It's got those two little things of skin coming down the neck like this. Little floppy you know, you can go or whatever. So, yeah, talking about cows remind me of that. Yeah, cows seem to be appearing in my day today. It was cow illustration, and and Satoita says we drove by some cowboys wrangling a herd just now. Okay, so many cows. Why it's a cow day. Today is a cow day. I love cows. They're very, very sweet. I would love to have just a pet cow and just take care of it and brush it and everything. I've thought that in the future, if I can afford it, I would love to have a farm animal rescue, and then they just take care of rescued farm animals, and that would be lovely. I would love to just take care of little goats and sheeps and all kinds of. I love animals though, so that's why. Sounds like a Pokemon. Yeah, because Dugong, Dulap. Your spirit guys are trying to tell you something. Yep, something about cows today. Okay, I think I am happy with the little subtle green and purple. I mean, it's not that subtle, but it's subtle in real life. On this Chibi, I wanted it to stand out. There's the green and purple sheen to her feathers. Now I want to do a little bit of color in the shadows. This is something I usually do if I remember. I think maybe I'll use this color. Yeah, just plain old violet. That's the name of this one, is violet. So, I like to make my shadows more rich on pieces like this, where I'm using marker and colored pencil, just by adding a little blue, or usually like a purpley blue or blue purple. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Oh, Sarah posted something. Copy pasted something. In many human cultures, cows symbolize fertility, generosity, motherhood, the origins of life, and they're related to serenity. Copy pasted that. It wasn't brain knowledge. Interesting. Well, motherhood, Sora is always, ever since she met Kumo, she's always in mommy mode. She's always trying to hatch her little fake eggs. Ooh, I was so happy. I took them to the vet yesterday because they both still have a little bit, some sort of digestive problem, we'll call it, to keep it not too gross. They've been having a digestive problem for I don't know, 4 or 5 months now. And otherwise, they're completely healthy, so I'm really happy about that. The vet was able to confirm. They did a little checkup on them, and they're still completely healthy, other than whatever the digestion problem is. And so it was a relief to know, because I was worried that, because Sora is the worst off with whatever is going on. So I was worried that she might be losing weight or whatever, but she's good. She hasn't lost any weight, and her activity level is good, and she's all social, and her feathers, the vet said their feathers look really good, which is also a sign of health, because if they're not healthy, their feathers can grow in poorly and stuff. So yeah, it's all coming back to Sora, cow, even though she's a pigeon. Okay, so here's what I was talking about with adding a little color to the shadow, just to make it more interesting. It's just more visually interesting, even if someone doesn't necessarily notice it when they first look at it. So I got that. I'm looking it over, but I think I'm done with colored pencils now. I'm going to move on to, let me look at this thing real quick. Let's see. Okay, sweet. I'm going to switch over to these white gel pens. I've got 4 sizes, so I should be able to do anything I like. There. Move that out of the way. Oh, whatever. It's gonna fall off the desk, so it'll still be on screen a little bit. It's fine, there's plenty of room. I don't need that anymore. Okay. Now this is my thickest one, so let me arrange them. So this is the thinnest, medium, and no, wait, what? This says medium and this says 8. I hate that. At some point they changed from saying small, medium, large to saying 5, 8, and 10. So I think that these are actually the same size. Well, whatever. I've got 3 sizes. Oh, Sarah says, I love the white gel pen touches you add. Oh, glad to hear it. I love it too. It's my favorite part. It's so satisfying. It's like you do all this work. And it's like when you bake a cake, which is fun in and of itself, but really the best part is eating it after you're done. Like, that's the same kind of feeling. This is eating the cake. You have to do all this work beforehand for it to really be that satisfying. Okay, I need a little, oh, I'll use this little pink paper. Just want a piece of paper. I don't know if you can see, but there's some little, oh, if it would focus. Focus. There we go. There's some little crusties on the end of this. So I'm just gonna swirl it on the scrap paper to get them off so that they won't go on the final piece. There. Sarah says, I thought you were going to say the best part is decorating the cake, and I was going to argue. So I assume that means you agree the best part is eating it. There was at some point in my life, someone said, like, that researchers did a study and found that the people who cook the food don't think it tastes as good as the people who just eat the food without having cooked it. And then the explanation was that by spending so much time cooking it, you get used to the smell, and so you can't appreciate it as much or something. And man, I don't, from a personal, a study is a study, but from a personal standpoint, I don't agree with that at all. I love eating the food that I cook. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like cooking it makes it even more satisfying because I put all that hard work in and this is my reward. And so it's like connected. If I just get a cake from a store or something, yeah, it's delicious or it looks beautiful and probably looks more beautiful than I make it myself. But it's not the same as like making my own cake and then getting to partake of it. Getting to enjoy the reward. But studies can still be true and not be true for individuals. Studies are about what happens on average, not what happens for literally everyone. So it can still work out. No, I'm not gonna use this one yet. I want to do the beak, and I think I want to do this medium size for the beak. Okay. Cake is always delicious unless it's a bad cake. Yes. Even when it's just like so many times I baked a cake and then like it collapsed in the middle or something, and so like then I put it together and there's like tons of filling like bleh in the middle or something, but whatever. Once you put it on the plate, just mix it up and just take whatever. It doesn't have to look like I'm not a professional baker, so it doesn't matter. It can look weird. Just get the cake into the mouth and enjoy it. That's what matters in my cake baking. Okay. Ah, it's so satisfying. It makes it feel like it pops out, adding the highlight on the beak like this. Ah, it almost becomes 3D. Okay, I'm looking at the rims of, so basically her eyelids. They're not particularly shiny, but since it's a chibi, they're a lot bigger than they would be relative to the rest of her head, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some on there, even though it's not like that in the reference image. Is that? artistic license. That's what I'm doing right now. Artistic license. In fact, I'm going to add another little dot maker extra super cutie. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay. Alright, maybe along this ridge, little highlight there. And then maybe just a bit right on the bottom. The bottom jaw, the bottom half of the beak. I'm just looking at the reference image, make sure. It does look like there's just a little line going back like this. There. So for her head, for all the pink areas, I think I'm good. The eyes and the beak. So now I am finally going to move on to this small 0.5 size and add some highlights. So the biggest area of highlights I'm seeing on the feathers is just right here. So I'm just gonna add what I can, because with the colored pencil it makes it hard to use gel pen. So I'll just do what I can. And then there is a little bit right here. They're kind of like rows. Very subtle, but little rows of highlights. Oh, it really doesn't want to write right here. There's so much colored pencil. Oops, it's still not focusing. There, got it. Hopefully it wasn't like that for too long. I guess I'll add a little bit right here. Yeah. Okay, back to the other reference where her wing is still. Because the last thing I'm going to add is the little, I don't know what it's called, but the middle part of the feather, and then the feathery part grows out. Whatever that core is. There's very distinct lines on these feathers right here, so I'm going to add those. Yeah, and there's some visible on these foot feathers too. Not on all of them though. Just on some of them. There, that's probably good. Okay, and then finally we've got these claws. The claws in the back are in shadow cast by her body, so I'm just gonna do this foot in the front. And actually, I won't just do the claws. I'm going to do the little toes too. Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna give it one more good look, but I think I'm done. I'll do just a little, oops, a little bit like that. Oh yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna sign it. Gonna sign it. Call it good. $23. Yay! Well, I'll hold it up for a final close-up look. If the camera will. Come on, camera. Trying to reach without looking. Yay, there we go. Here is Chibi Sora, the first of 4 new pet chibis I'm gonna do. I realized I think it was Satuita helped me realize that I never made these pigeons and our new doggies into chibis before. Yay! Cute, thank you. So many little hidden colors. Yay! That's what I like. That's what I like to do with these. So, I don't know, maybe it's more rewarding. The longer someone looks at it, they get rewarded for spending the time. I'm not really thinking that way, but maybe someone else thinks that way. I just like to do it. I think it's fun and it looks cool. Let's see. Yeah, we've still got some time, so I think I'll do Sarah's idea, and I'll just do a little quick, just for fun, quick little angry Sora sketch. I think that would be funny. I like that idea. Oh, Sarah, you know I'm not the biggest fan of birds, and I have the logic for it, so for me to say this is the cutest stinking thing is a high honor. Thank you. Yeah, if I can make someone feel that it's cute and they don't think birds are cute, then yeah, I call that a success. Kumo, though, is cute. Like, he doesn't need to be chibified. He is just the cutest thing. Every time we go to the vet, everybody is like, oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's so cute, or whatever. I'm gonna draw him next. I'll start his chibi next week. So I'm just getting in. I got this box recently to keep my my active projects in, so that they're not just like, they were just in the closet, just out in the open air, like not really just in a pile. So at least they're still in a pile, but it's in this nice box that I can carry around. Okay, so what I want is my sketchbook, which I have never drawn anything in it yet. So the opening of this sketchbook will be a simple angry Sora sketch. Okay. I don't have a logical answer for why I don't like birds, which is silly because they're dinosaurs. Well, because dinosaurs are scary. That's why. Because you can feel their inherent, their ancestry comes forth. No, I don't know. Hey, Sarah, you probably recognize some of these stickers. Not all of them, but some of them. Oh. Wow, my first sketch in here. Oops. This is my favorite, always have on hand sketchbook. It just comes from Barnes & Noble. I don't think you can get it anywhere else. And it has a nice, smooth, Bristol-like paper. So it's not as thick as Bristol, but it's got that nice, smooth quality. Maybe I will sketch with this so that it's easy to see. So first I'm gonna, because this is just for fun, so I'm gonna do angry. These are like Bakugo type eyes. Now that I've watched My Hero Academia so much, it's a Bakugo style angry eyes. Hate all these freaking spam calls all day. What? You're getting a bunch of... Oh, wait. You had more messages, too. Wait, hold on. What? Yes. Box up all the things. Yes. I need boxes for all my stuff. I love being organized. I love dinosaurs. And spam call came in right when you replied to me, so I missed your words. Oh, I don't even know what I said anymore. Hate all these freaking spam calls all day. Yeah, that sucks. Do you have a blocker? You have a call blocker on your phone? I do, and it's awesome. I love it. I have the Google Pixel. What is it? 7 now? I got the new one. Google Pixel 7. And the spam call blocker works so well. I have not had to deal with it in so long. I'm doing all jerky lines on purpose because this is her angry. Angry pigeon. Stay away from my eggs. That's what she says. Get out of here. Also inspired by Bakugo, just crazy, like, things coming out of the eyes that don't make any sense. It just looks angry. Thank you, Satoita, for jumping. You were sharing your sticker collection. Yeah, I guess I was just saying that you should recognize some of these stickers that I decorated this sketchbook with. Okay, normally her feathers stick down for her fringe because it just grows out like that. It's not like hair where it's styled or anything. But I'm going to have it stick up to look even more angry. And then she already has this like mullet or something looking out of the back, so that'll just add even more angry vibes. Angry vibes. I'm going to do her wings up a bit, like she's trying to make herself big and scare the intruder away. Oh, I don't know how this works, though. Whatever, it's just a quick sketch. I do know she has all these little delicate feathers on this part. I just see them every day. And then I'll draw a little indication of her eggs under. Yes. I don't usually just do something random drawing like this. This is fun. Sarah says, oh hey, just block them, and my older Google Pixel just asked to filter all spam calls. Yes! Yes please, why wasn't this already active? Satsuita says, I feel secondhand relief for you. Angry Bird Mama going, wait, Angry Bird going Mama mode, yes. This my eggies, no touchy. I'm gonna write that. My eggies, no touchy. That is exactly what she says every morning when I'm trying to clean around her. Yeah, that's good enough. That's just fun. So now, how great. I'm so glad that you were here. Everybody's giving me great suggestions, and it makes it really fun and amusing it's amusing for me. Hopefully it's amusing for you guys. There. Good. There she is. This is how she is when I try to clean her space. And then this is how she is when she's just like allowed to just be herself and not be bothered by this human coming in and messing with her. I swear you literally manifested the spam filter to my phone. Good, I'm glad that you had it. I thought I remembered that you had the same line of phone as me, so it makes sense that you would be able to get that turned on. Yay! I hope that you don't have any more trouble. I mean, occasionally a spam call will come through, but I just screen all my calls and just don't answer. I figure if it's actually important to leave a message, and like 99% of the time this unknown number that actually gets through the spam filter does not leave a message, it never calls again. So I'm like, well, I guess it wasn't important. My phone is like 4 years old now, but it works and it's only a little dented and scratched. Yeah, I love the, I traded in to get this Pixel 7, but it's not because my other one wasn't working. In fact, my other one was like amazingly still in great condition and just barely showing signs of becoming old. And I haven't had such a good experience like that with a smartphone in a long time. So that's why I got like loyalty to the Pixel brand now, the Pixel line. It says potential spam, but mutes my apps when I have headphones, which annoys me. Oh yeah, that is super annoying. Maybe that's an option that can be turned off somehow too. As I'm chatting, I'm seeing this, and it makes me want to refine it. So why the heck not? I don't know how we are on time. It's so hard when I have so many windows open on my... Well, yeah, we're pretty close to time. Well, since I started out. Finish refining this just a bit. Ah, her face is perfect though. Yes, this is how she is. This isn't how she looks, but this is the energy that she has when she's saying, get out. Stay away from my eggs. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good for today. It's a good ending to the week. Got this Sora, and I can use the extra like little 5 minutes that we have. I will call it good here, and then I can get this scanned in the meantime, in my little bonus time. Okay, I guess I'll hold this. Chibi Sora, yay, all done. Next Friday, starting on Chibi Kumo. He is actually a quite different looking pigeon than her. We'll see what it looks like in a Chibi form though. And I'll also be back on Monday for the next Inktober 52 prompt. So if anybody is able to join me then I will be super happy. But for today, I am so glad I got to spend this time with everybody and having a great time chatting. I hope you guys had fun too. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.